Hi, my name is Nurida binti Ma'rafi. For the impact of rising inflationary pressure during the COVID-19 pandemic in Asian countries, the ensuing government lockdown caused widespread unemployment and income loss, which exacerbated the decline in demand and spread it to other industries. This decline in demand could lead to deflationary pressure, especially in advanced economies. Asia, once rapidly rising economies, are battling with poor domestic demand, increasing the likelihood that many central banks won't raise interest rates. Certain Asian countries have experienced an increase in prices, reflecting growth continue to be a larger priority for them despite rising inflation garnering more attention.
Okay, let me presentation about the impact of inflation in Turkey. So the first impact is devaluation of currencies. So as you can see, the K average annual inflation rate has surpassed 12% during past 3 years. Low-income households are severely impacted by such increase in price hikes. They are finding it more and more difficult to take care of their aging fundamental needs. It actually happened starting from 2020 because of COVID-19. So, as you know, Turkish lira sharp decline in value, high inflation, growing costs, and consequently rising default is the finding characteristic. So the second impact is reduced costs and increased employment. So from the unemployment rate during COVID-19 is increasing in Turkey and reached 40% in 2021. The cost of living is significantly rising and citizens' purchasing power is declining due to high inflation rate. Talk about the reason about the impact of inflation in demand. The gross domestic product per capita in Yemen was last recorded at $2,285 in 2018. Based on trading economy website, Yemen then have a record from 2019 until now. Inflation in COVID-19 years rapidly threatened Yemen and ventured to losing the purchasing power of demand. So the cause is losing purchasing power. The second cause is raises interest rates. Inflation with COVID-19 really impacted demand. The interest income, because the interest income hike started in 2020 and never lower and now, it's possible for demand cut economic inflation if the Fed raises rates quickly and effectively for both consumers and business. So the interest rate in Yemen was less rated at 20% until now without decrease.
Iran is one of the countries that is highly affected by the inflation during COVID-19. During that time, the production and productivity in firms are highly decreased. For instance, many firms have no choice but to decrease their daily output because of the high cost of raw materials. Not to mention that the firms that sell products that are not essentials to customers' daily lives were forced to shut down because they are not earning any profit. The COVID-19 pandemic has also affected the agricultural production, which caused food price and food insecurity to increase. Lebanon is one of the countries that is recorded with highest inflation in the world. During COVID-19 pandemic, many people in Lebanon has lost their purchasing power. The people with monthly fixed income have trouble buying essentials because the market price has increased. The inflation had also caused some families to be in a state of poverty where they could not afford their daily meal. Reduced growth and increased unemployment is also one of the impact they faced during inflation. Knowing that people could not go outside during COVID-19, they have no choice but to stop working and stay at home to ensure safety from the virus. This caused many people have problem buying what they really need because they have no income.
One of the effects of inflationary pressure during the COVID-19 pandemic in Syria is lack of commodities. Major cities in Syria, such as Damascus and Latakia, have reported lack of electricity supply, shortages of heating oil and cooking gas, scarcity, and inflated prices of basic products, particularly the high price of bread. Then there's a lack of basic healthcare worker and infrastructure. In conjunction to the ongoing war and economic disaster in Syria, around 17% of the healthcare workforce has left for the country for a better opportunity. Then there is this dollar crisis. Dollar crisis is when the government imposed lockdown measure to contain the COVID-19, but is protested by the citizens, so the government lifted the lockdown measure. But Various shops in regime control areas have yet to resume to business, not because of the lockdown measures, but because of then dollar crisis, which refers to the fluctuation of the exchange rate of the US dollar. These business owners refuse to sell at a loss.
My name is Shamila binti Ahmad Murad, entry number 2212400514. For the conclusion, there are several ways to restore the inflation. Firstly, the monetary measures. The government of a country should formulate policy to control the economic activities. Monetary policy is one of the commonly used measures to control inflation. In monetary policy, the central bank increased their rate of interest to the public. The effect will be someone will save their money instead of taking out a loan during this period. Hence, it will reduce the money supply, and from it, the inflation will be in control. Besides that, we also can do price control. The government is responsible to control the rise for the product and service. For this method, the inflation is overpowered by the price control, but the power control cannot last for that long. In such a case, the basic inflationary is not being shown in the form of rise in price for a short time. Therefore, it can be said that inflation cannot be ceased unless cause is determined. The case study shows that the inflation that happened during the pandemic brings a great impact to Asian countries. Many people are affected during the pandemic.